Welcome back to the virtual court where you are the judge.
This is part 6 entitled Aversion Therapy. Before I tell you how my son and I escaped this program, I want to discuss some of the program's so-called therapeutic benefits. Have you ever heard of aversion therapy? Probably not. In the early 80s, it was used on homosexuals to try to cure the gay. It was outlawed for adults, but not for children. My son, at just 11 years old, was required to wear rubber bands on his arm and snap them and sting himself anytime he had a sexual thought. I didn't make him wear the rubber bands. We put them on when we come to the program, but I wasn't doing that to my son. If my son was on the playground and girls approached, he was supposed to yell, "Get away, get away." They were teaching my 11-year-old son how to live life as a sexual predator. They never talked about what sexual feelings were all right. In some states, they use an aversion therapy called thalamometric treatment, making you smell ammonia or bleach, monitored by a penile plethysmograph. A penile plethysmograph is like a little ring, and it's filled with mercury like in a thermometer. And they put it on the child's penis, and then they show them pictures, some of them sexually suggestive. If the child gets a reaction to the sexually suggested picture, then they must smell ammonia or bleach. And this is supposed to give them a negative aversion to their sexual thoughts. I feel like the state experimented on my child and mentally injured him. It took me years to understand what happened from a clinical point of view, and I'll share all of that with you. This program had long-term effects on my son. Follow for part 7 to find out how.
Children playing, running free, innocent as they can be. But in America, we can't see when they're just exploring homosexually. So pull the rubber band and make sure it stings, as innocence is tarnished by a system's deadly ring. Here is part of the problem, categorizing all juveniles as perpetrators, branded as sex offenders, children as young as 4, made to think that they are perverts, evicted from their homes, banned from their neighborhoods. It's a legal snare for innocent exploitation. So pull the rubber band. So pull the rubber band.
I need to do more research on this aversion therapy. Court adjourned.
Lesbians murder in the first degree, find them guilty. A state murdered my children, my family, and me. We're left to pick up the pieces, shattered and scared. Bet the judge don't pay no cost, bet his family thinks he's a hero and my family's not.
Street justice through a virtual window.
This is case number 1111-11. Shauna Stewart and Family versus the State of Maryland and Child Protective Services.